1:30 to go in the third. Scheduled for 12. The WBA Bantamweight Championship. The champion, Anselmo Moreno in purple. The challenger, in a lot of trouble, David De La Mora. And there are the body shots again.
Moreno can just do anything he wants right now. De La Mora just can't land anything. He tried a wild left hook a moment ago. Didn't even come close.
De La Mora pinned in the corner. Straight left hand for Moreno. Now De La Mora turning and firing shots. Misses with the left hook twice. Moreno holding.
This is what De La Mora needs to do, is pin him down and maybe get a shot or two in there, Gus.
He did at least land a couple of left hands in that, and there's another left hook from De La Mora.
Oh, did he slip? He slipped. No knockdown. But an aggressive ending to the second round for David De La Mora, who went down in the first round to a Moreno right hook. Seven seconds left. And it's starting to get hot in El Paso, Texas.
All right, let's maintain serenity. Okay. Nice and calm. Nothing happened. Do not get desperate. Do not get desperate, but you got to keep throwing. Always on the mark. And start throwing at the chest. Don't let him revive.
Well, a wild ending to that last round. Now, De La Mora had been in the corner getting really a lot of punishment. Then he managed to turn things around here. A lot of those missing, but there were some left hands that got in over the course of time. And then here's where Moreno would go down. Now, he was to say push or is it a punch? It's probably a push. The right hand missed, and Moreno went off balance and went back. But at least De La Mora was aggressive, and he did land a couple of punches.
This is the fourth round coming up for the WBA Bantamweight Championship. The longtime champion of 4 years, Anselmo Moreno in purple, taking on the challenger, David De La Mora of Tijuana, Mexico, in blue and black. De La Mora knocked down with the right hook in the first round of this fight, but managed his best round in the third.
Yeah, you got to give him credit for trying. He really laid it out there, and he understands this is a title fight. So he did what he had to do. He pinned him down, and he landed one or two shots. I don't know how effective they were, but he changed the tide a little bit. And if he can do more of that, he might contain the tide altogether.
At least he got himself somewhat back into the fight with that little burst of a rally. This fight is being televised back to Panama on live television, and we were told they might get as much as an 80 share down there. Amazing. So Moreno, a very popular figure in Panama, and there would be lots of sets tuned to that fight tonight down there. And, you know, he's a stalker now. Obviously, you know, he wants to get him out of there, and there's that right hook again.
Straight left hand glancing for Moreno. As he moves in, De La Mora spent a lot of time in this corner.
You almost feel like De La Mora is waiting to counterpunch, but he can't seem to do it.
Yeah, you know, we never thought that he would be, we never thought that De La Mora would be backing up and be stuck in his corner when he knew that pressure and the volume of punches would be his answer, you know, for victory tonight.
David De La Mora's dad and his two uncles were both boxers. He went to the gym at 8. He went to the gym first at 10 years old. He wanted to go at 8, and his dad said, "No, you can't go till you're 10." And on his birthday at 10, he went to the gym. So he loves this sport. Tough night tonight for him so far, though.
30 seconds remaining in the fourth round, scheduled for 12. Straight left hand getting in for Moreno as we come to the end of the round. So 4 in the books here in El Paso, Texas. And I'll tell you what, Al, Texas, it's been a very interesting place to watch fights recently.
Yeah, they've had a little bit of a dicey year, the commission down here. A number of controversies. First, on February 4th of this year, the commission botched the post-fight drug test after the Julio Cesar Chavez, Marco Antonio Rubio fight. They simply didn't do it. And 2 weeks later, we were down here when 2 Texas judges doing their first title matches ever scored Tavoris Cloud, a Ramon Campillo fight, 116-110 and 114-112 for Cloud in a match everyone thought that Campillo won. And then finally on March 24th, John Shorley disqualified Carlos Molina when Molina's cornerman entered the ring at the end of round 10 against James Kirkland after there had been a knockdown of Molina and the bell had already rung. That was a very controversial decision. So it's been a difficult year down here in Texas.
We head into the 5th round, scheduled for 12 of the WBA Bantamweight Championship. We've had 1 knockdown in this fight. Anselmo Moreno knocking down David De La Mora in the 2nd round with a right hook. The champion in purple, the challenger in black and blue. And gentlemen, would you say this is an awkward fight so far?
Yeah, it's definitely
Good phrase.
It's definitely a clash of styles. But if De La Mora wants to do something in this fight, he's going to have to take some risks. And in order to take those risks, he's going to have to allow Moreno to come in, get comfortable with those shots. And he's going to have to counterpunch the counterpuncher. Yeah, sometimes that's risky, but he's going to have to do that if he want to land a big shot that Moreno is not expecting.
And that's what he's trying to do, Antonio. You're right, but he isn't able to. And you know, the key point here is he went 12 rounds with Chemito, who's a good fighter and had a championship. But this shows you that Moreno's on a different level, as you pointed out, from most of the bantamweights, Gus. He's just better.
Don't forget, coming up, our main event here on Showtime Championship Boxing, Abner Mares, who has fought 4 consecutive wars, a draw with Yanni Perez, a split decision with Vic Darchinyan, 2 grueling battles with Joseph Ibeko, winning both, claiming his first championship, now moving up in weight from bantamweight to super bantamweight, and taking on Eric Morel, a former Olympian. Eric Morel, a former world champion, your teammate on the '96 Olympic team in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, Eric Morel, man, it's one of those guys I know once he gets it going, if he can get 2 or 3 rounds in the bank, I mean, in that confidence builds, he's going to be a tough out.
Still a very capable fighter.
Very capable because he hasn't took a lot of punishment throughout his career.
Absolutely.
He knows what it means to be a champion. He knows this may be his last call. So I think you'll see a desperate Eric Morel and hopefully a better Eric Morel.
De La Mora this round, while he, has had a little bit better round than he did in the other rounds. Not to say he's winning it, but he's done a bit better.
No es necesario, vamos. Limpio, limpio.
Stiff jab by Moreno. Backing up now. He's been the aggressor for most of this fight. The right hook has been dangerous, resulting in the knockdown in the 2nd round. Anselmo Moreno, David De La Mora, the champion, the challenger. 12 rounds for the WBA Bantamweight Championship. Moreno putting his belt on the line. We are in round number 6.
We mentioned that the last 5 opponents landing 7.